So the airplane behind me is the first airplane I ever actually finished. I've been involved in a few projects. It's a Waiex. We got the kit in 2013. Took us about 9 years to build. I built it with my son Adam. And we had our first flight in July 25th, 2022. So we're coming up on 2 years of flying the airplane. So what attracted me to the Waiex was really two things. First of all, I like the Sonex design. I like the philosophy of the simplicity and how much airplane do you really need. And I like the ability to do aerobatics. So when we moved here, I had a Hummingbird project that had been on the back burner and I was going to pull it off the shelf. But, I had a 12-year-old, Adam, at the time, who was interested in building, and a single seat experimental scratch built, though it's like great therapy for middle age. For a 12-year-old, it offers almost nothing. And so I picked the Waiex partly because, the ease of building with, like the laser cut sheets and the pre-located holes and everything. It really had, more to offer my son who wanted to build.
During the whole build process, very hands-on. So there was a learning curve to start as I'm 12 or 13, not knowing how to really use the tools properly, needed a lot of supervision. But, after like the first 6 months, it actually got to the point where, my standard of work increased to where we would go and work at the hangar together. For every 1 hour, we'd be getting close to 2 man-hours of work done because, he'd set me to work doing all these rivets and all the deburring. In terms of technical skills, excellent hands-on. This project is where I learned to read like blueprints and how to interpret drawing views and everything, because there's a big packet of drawings you get from Sonex with the assembly instructions. So that was my first exposure to that at 12, 13. Still use that today.
Building the airplane with my son, that was probably one of the most rewarding parts of it. Because that took it out of being just my hobby and my passion to getting a little bit broader in the family. I really put him to work like right away doing real work in terms of there's a lot of holes to drill, there's a lot of deburring, there's a lot of riveting, and he actually set the majority of the rivets in this aircraft. And, along the way, like the skills that were developed, that kind of helped him, I believe career-wise, get into the mechanical engineering field, because I felt confident in my ability to teach and I felt in Adam's abilities to actually do. He really did a lot. Teaching young people is really even a little more rewarding than doing it yourself.